I don't hate showing it off, I just don't like the toe portion because some people are weird. Okay, so this white sock is just what I keep to stop this part from rubbing because it's kind of a rubbery kind of texture. The last one we had was leather, and then these black ones are just extra padding so that the support stays on my heel, and if it did happen to go to my toes, it will cushion it out a bit. And then this part just tightens the back. And we're done. Yeah! We got it.
When she was first diagnosed, I think you're just in shock for a good couple of weeks, really. And this was, the biggest test of her life. I spent most of the time just feeling like I wanted to throw up. I think it's just you're in a world of completely unknown.
Normally, I just kind of stay positive when it comes to bad news, but I think it also might have been a mix of both. Like, oh, I'm going to be happy and yeah, but like, it was also, I think it might have been shock because I wasn't really expecting like, oh, you've got a lump in your knee and then you have cancer, like.
And Annabel was right there, and she sort of said to me, "Mum, do I have cancer?" And I said, "Yeah, honey, you do." She said, "Oh, could that kill me?" Which is not something you want your kid to ask you or have to say. And I had to tell her, it could. So within a couple of days, you're down in Starship, and it's meetings, information overload into your head. But you get a plan, and it's like, okay, this is our focus.
You're constantly feeling sick and throwing up, so it kind of takes away your appetite and makes you not really want to eat anything. So the hardest part is trying to force yourself to eat food so that you can gain weight, because obviously if you can't get yourself to do it, you have to get an NG tube in your nose so they can force feed you.
The NG tube isn't fun, the hose up your nose and down your throat into your stomach is not a good time for anyone. We were really lucky. Starship has amazing play therapists there. They, sort of formulated a plan with Annabel, talked her through, okay, what are the steps of it? How do you want it to go? What are you going to do to get it done? Because you have to get it done. There was a lot of conversations around her surgery option. She had her 3 options, but it's a decision that she had to come to. Her surgeon's pretty adamant on that because obviously it is a really different looking way for your body to be. Really functional, but really different looking.
The way I felt over the rotationplasty was just, they told me it would be the best option because obviously with limb saving, I'd still have a lot of limitations and I'd probably mostly be in a wheelchair, which wasn't exactly what I was going for because I'm quite an energetic person, so I do like to run around and get rid of all that energy. That obviously ruled that out. And then with the second option, which was a full amputation, it would kind of give you a bit of a bung leg. And obviously I wanted to have the best option that would give me no limitations and make everything just as easy as it can be. So obviously last option, which was rotationplasty, they told me it was no limits, no limitations, just you can do whatever you want. So obviously I wanted to get back up into what I was doing, running around and just doing whatever, so that just seemed to be the best option for me. The recovery process, it was quite lonely actually, because obviously I went through this when COVID was a big thing, so we could only have like 2 people who were allowed to see you, which meant I couldn't see my sister, my friends, just really anyone. Like all I could see was just mum and aunt, and then when I'm out of hospital, just very brief visits from my family or anything, so.
I think the harder things are, it's just worrying that actually it's going to go really, really wrong. I would get up in the middle of the night and go and walk into her room and just check she was breathing. And I did that every night. I'd just give her a little touch and be like, please be warm. And I'd just make sure she was breathing.
Getting used to the leg was quite tough because obviously you no longer have the feel of where your foot's going to land, so you have to be quite aware of like how far I'm stepping or how long my strides are, how fast I'm going. I had to train my brain to go, okay, your ankle is now your new knee and you have to bend that in order to walk. So the day when I walked was actually super cool because I remember when we first started getting fitted for the prosthetic, they like put this like cast on me, and the second they did that, I was like, oh my god, this is the steps I have to beginning to walk. And then when I finally got the prosthetic and started walking, it was absolutely amazing. After 9 months or so and being in a wheelchair, you get kind of sick of rolling around on a chair with wheels, so obviously being able to take that first step was absolutely incredible.
Family and friends are huge in getting you through this kind of thing. You need help, and so many people will say to you, you know, what can I do? But you actually just are so scrambled in your head, you don't know what to tell them. You're like, thank you, that's amazing. You don't know what to say. But people rallying around you is truly amazing. She's got a beautiful group of school friends. They are equally as wild and noisy.
Annabel tells us a lot about her time off actually, about how surgery and how chemotherapy was, what she spent during the time. It's really interesting to hear her stories about it and what she felt during it.
Confidently loud and doesn't care what people think. And I think that's like, I admire that of her.
And she's like jumpy, happy, always excited about things.
Annabelle's changed me because she's been an amazing friend and a fantastic support, and everyone deserves an Annabelle in their life, just not my Annabelle.
Oh, my friends' support means the absolute world to me. They've made me such a confident person and just made me be able to do what I want really. Just having them be there and supporting me in what I do is a really big factor in my everyday life.
As for life, I just wanted to be a happy kid. I wanted to follow her dreams like you kind of do as any parent. You know, I wanted to find the thing that she really enjoys and make that her life. And just live a good one because she deserves it after everything she's been through.
I guess I'm just a really happy person in general. Like, I guess I just tried not to think of all the bad stuff that could be happening and just tried to focus on the good stuff. Like, oh, if you get this done, you can go back home and lay in your bed and be comfy for a good, like, 3 days, I think, that you got off. Or like, by the time this is done, you'll be back to normal and running around at school again. Like, if you just keep going through it with a smile, it'll be so much better, instead of dwelling in what's going on and being sad all the time and stuff. So I guess I just tried to stay happy, I guess.
She's really amazing, brings a lot to our lives, I suppose. She just really makes a difference how we think and think about how lucky we are.
You will go through tough times, but life can be beautiful and you have to embrace it, and you just want to be happy for most of it. And yeah, I'm very lucky to have two girls that make it really easy.
Awesome. Professional. And you guys were in the room while I did it.